Hey guys, welcome to the Rat Grind. Thank you so much for joining me today. A lot has happened in the crypto market today. Like I said, Consensus 2018 started today all the way to Wednesday. So I'm going to give you some of the updates on what went on. They're streaming it live. If you could go to consensus.com and you could be able to watch it. I think majority of it is broadcast live. Maybe not all of it, but a lot of the main topics are. So I'm going to link that in the description below. Well, if this is your first time coming to this channel and joining me, welcome, 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 and thank you for joining me in this channel. The goal of this channel is for me to be able to document my journey of making the most out of my time here in the rat grind and trying to escape the rat race and doing the things that will allow me to spend the time to do the things that I love the most, spend time with my family, be financially free, and document my journey towards that. So I invite you to come along with me as I take this journey. So I produce videos on a day-to-day basis on the different things that I'm doing, whether it's investing in ETF stocks, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum mining, also e-commerce and drop shipping and all that stuff. So I do all of those things on the side. I work full time. I'm holding a position as a head of marketing for a fashion brand, and I have a big family that I'm holding in, and I'm very active in the community, doing a lot of different extracurricular activities to occupy my time and to make me a better person. So I'm doing all that just to show you guys that time is not a factor for you to pursue the dreams that you want to do. Pursue action. Taking action in life is really what will get you from where you want to be to where you want to, from where you are to where you want to be in life, right? So I just want to tell you guys that. So let's get started. There's quite a bit of information I want to cover. I'm trying to keep these videos as short as possible, and I have a surprise for you guys in the end that I'm very excited to share with you that I've started working on. And I promised it to you guys. I'm going to continue working on it. I'm going to perfect it so that I can give it to you guys and give you maximum value. All right, so let's get started. So Live Coin Watch is back today. As I told you guys, they went on a hiatus because they were doing some upgrades to their system. So they're back. You can see behind me, the markets are all green. Like this was what we expected to happen during Consensus. Now, not all cryptocurrencies all are green. There are some few red ones like the Tether, which is to be expected as well. But there are some that are red, but majority of them are in the green. And the 1 hour chart shows us that is in the red. And Bitcoin and Ethereum, the ones that we've been tracking the most because they're the trading pairs that I use the most in my crypto day trading, and they've been holding up, and they're back into a into a bullish bullish trend. Not completely yet. We're not out of the woods yet because it hasn't broken through, and we'll get back into that. So the market cap today is back to 400 billion. Like we were looking at the last couple of days and over the weekend, it's dipped under $400 billion. So although if you look at the 24-hour volume, it's only 13 billion. So think about that. 13 billion, that's a really small 24-hour volume, but the market is still up, going back into 406, the 400 billion line. So we wanted to get to the 500 billion line so that we could be able to head into new higher high territory. So that's what we're all waiting for. So check it out, guys. Check out the market when you have a chance, and see for yourself what how your positions are doing, and I hope your positions are doing great. So let's get into our chart. So we've been watching this Bitcoin chart in particular for the last couple weeks. I made this chart and drew the trend lines out, and we pretty much kept it the same. As you can see, there's good support levels here on the 8,500 to 8,700, 8,800 level, and it's as you can see, the 4-hour chart, it's forming higher highs and lower highs, so that's a really bullish sign. But it still hasn't broken out of this good support level. We needed to break through here and take a good leap up into this resistance level on the, close to 10,000 level, right? And we needed to break to 10,000 to get back into this bullish trend line of this, because it already broke out of that. So overall, just a minor correction, but this hasn't taken a dip. The greatest sign of this, as you can see, in the 4-hour chart, it hit the oversold levels at around when it was at about $8,200. So that's a really, really good sign. And as you can see, it's a buyer's market still right now. So we can expect that there's still going to be some buys that are going to be happening in the market. The consensus, there's a lot of different updates that went on. There's a lot of talks, new product launches, new blockchain launches. I was watching a good session towards the end when there was this new project that was coming out that was talking about making it easy to produce enterprise level blockchain and stuff like that. And so there were some arguments and fireworks happening on stage on consensus, but it was really, really fun to watch overall. But it was a really fun event that I'm watching online, and unfortunately I'm not there because I'm very busy at work. So during my lunch break, I sort of tried to catch up on what was going on, and when I got back from work after I spent time with my family, I read up on what was going on, and I kept track of it all throughout the day. So let's look at the Ethereum chart. Let's see how that is holding up. I mean, we know that it's in the green, but I want to see how it's responding to the chart. So perfect. So it still hasn't broken through this this level of resistance, this red resistance here, but just like Bitcoin, it's trending up. I mean, as you can see here, it's consolidating. It's hitting some major resistance right here, but it's not yet on the oversold level. So I think this is a really, really good sign for us overall, because we still have a chance to meet our goals of it heading back up into this 850 level. It didn't quite make it last time there, but we need this momentum to push through. And considering, like I said, the market doesn't have a lot of trade volume today. Let's look at the trade volume for Ethereum. Okay, we're 2 billion trade volume. Bitcoin is 7 billion. So that's really, really good, because that's not a lot. And for it to have been able to maintain this upward line, as you can see, there's a trend line forming here. So that's really bullish right there. If it breaks through this, then that's another bullish sign. But right now, this is a good sign. As you can see, it's formed higher highs and lower highs, and then higher highs, lower highs, higher highs, lower highs, and it's still working its way up there. So we're gonna keep watching that and what happens there. All right, so let's go look at some news today. So like I told you guys, New York, Midtown Manhattan was the place to be this week. I was reading this news earlier today from Bloomberg. Bitcoin climbs from 3-week low as Lambos take Manhattan. I mean, in the crypto space, Lambos are sort of the trademark. When you make it, you buy a Lambo. So I'm not into that stuff, but a lot of the people are. That's sort of, a lot of the people that bought into Bitcoin back in the day pretty much were able to buy Lamborghinis when it was at all-time highs, because you spend a few hundred Bitcoin, which some of them they've not even a few hundred. I think all-time highs like maybe less than 15 Bitcoin. You could be able to buy your own Lamborghini, and some of these people bought these for a few $100s back in, I don't know, 2013 or so. So there's a lot of that happening. So that's a really, really good sign for the crypto market in general. As you can see, there's some pictures here of Lambos that's really flooding New York City. I just want to show you guys this. I always, because I come from the web space and I like tracking these things. And when I look at the Google trends, right? So consensus 2016, consensus 2017, compared to consensus 2018. If this is not bullish sign to you guys, I don't know what is. As you can see, the average search volume or attention or trending topics that are being searched for within Google this year for consensus is way up, as you can see. It's in like 2016, they're counting 3. Consensus 2017 counting 12. In 2018, that's 100. So that's really big, guys, for the market in general. So it's definitely good to look at that, um, and see where that takes us. So there's still 2 more days of consensus, and historically speaking, like I told you guys, it's always been a very bullish time for cryptocurrencies whenever consensus happens. But of course, that's definitely not a for sure thing. So we gotta watch out what's gonna happen, and we gotta be ready to get out of our positions, set our stop losses if we need to, so that we don't get caught if something takes a nosedive for whatever reason, because we don't know how people are gonna react when these people come on stage. I took some positions today, and I'm waiting for them to pop up so that I can be able to take some profits out of that. So some news that came out today: the German bank replaces Swift. If you're not familiar, Swift is what is being used by most banks all over the world to transact with each other, to send money from one international banking institution to another. So that's really bullish news that German banks are replacing Swift with Bitcoin for international loan transfers. So check this out. I saw this on the nextweb.com. And it was very interesting to see, and it's like I said, it's very positive to see a lot of this news. I'm surprised that crypto and Bitcoin don't shoot up with news like this like it used to, but maybe I shouldn't be surprised, because that shows that the market is getting more and more mature. Oh, wow, guys, I didn't even realize that I haven't you haven't been hearing me. I don't know how much of the video was muted, so I really apologize for that. I was just talking about the FedEx CEO, and some of the things that he was talking about very bullish things about blockchain. Let me read that last thing for you guys. For cross-border shipments, trust is a legal requirement for every transaction. What blockchain has is a potential for the first time ever to make the information available for everybody. So transparency and trust is really, really important for this. So a blockchain project, a cryptocurrency project like VeChain benefits for with this news specifically. I hope that's the only thing I missed because I coughed and I turned it off. So I apologize for that if I got cut off there. Another news was EU and US lawmakers are touting the sandbox approach for blockchain development. So basically, regulation is scary for a lot of companies, because there's a lot of uncertainty because they don't know how change in regulation could affect their overall business, right? If you're investing in a blockchain project, and for some reason regulators put it in a box where it's like, oh, this thing is illegal, we're not supposed to do this. So it puts a lot of pressure on investors of a particular technology to make the right decisions, to guess what the regulators are going to do. So one of the US representatives, David Swikehart, he was saying that there's not yet fully clear relegation in place in the US to really govern cryptocurrencies and the blockchain technology. And that may not necessarily be a bad thing. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there. He told the audience is one of the greatest concerns now in Congress is crippling innovation with regulation. So the fog we are in right now may actually be beneficial because it allows people to pursue innovation without being, without their hands being tied. And he said that his own state of Arizona, which we know that they were a proponent to allow taxes to be paid using cryptocurrencies and to become a more crypto friendly state, they were really pushing for that. So the sandbox effect of blockchain development is, in his opinion, a very, very good thing in the meantime. There was a group of these women, the very, very powerful women. I love this particular topic when I was watching this session. They're venture capitalists, that come from Silicon Valley, the venture space, and all of that. What they argue, though, was regulators in the US specifically need to move a little bit faster to clarify the stance on cryptocurrency. Is it an equity? Is it a commodity? Is it a security? Whatever the case may be, because a lot of them, when institutional money is brought into cryptocurrencies and blockchain projects, a lot of these investors are sort of guessing, right? Taking a stab at the dark without knowing what's going to happen. Although a lot of the good ones really put in the time and effort to go through, FinCEN, as get their SROs filed, get the right security exchange regulatory compliance in place, getting their KYC, basically their know your customer policy, all that in place to get investment to their company. But a lot of them, a lot of the big institutional investors that really are not, they're not very comfortable yet with what could happen with regulations. They're sort of keeping their hands away from the cryptocurrency market, which is delaying some of the potential progress that we could be making in this space with new venture money coming in. So, they're looking for U.S. regulators to move a little bit faster, in this space so that we can get more clarity and be able to move forward with our lives, right? Another great news was New York City, with all those Lambos going in there, their plan, the city leader said that they plan New York to be a blockchain center because they want their own space. They want to stake their own claim as an industry hub, as you can see on the headline. The New York City Economic Development Corporation is launching several initiatives to put the city on the map as a blockchain technology hub. Foremost among them is a plan to open a blockchain center. New York's bit license. If you watch Banking on Bitcoin on Netflix, is a really, really great documentary. It talks about New York's bit license, how crippling it became. But at the same time, there was that Mount Gox thing that happened, and a lot of people really lost a lot of money. And so, I mean, I understand that they had to do that in order for them to really sort of prevent all of those craziness from happening and protect investors, protect us citizens from making mistakes that we weren't really, maybe as aware of. So that is something that they really want to be able to sort of not turn around, but sort of put behind them, and open up New York as a blockchain city, so that more projects, innovation, investment would be able to come in. There's a lot of like states that are trying to become crypto friendly, like Wyoming, for example, have is sort of right now, in my opinion, from what I've been reading and what I've heard, is the most crypto friendly, blockchain friendly state in the whole federal, state system. So maybe Bitcoin, I mean, maybe New York is not exactly going to be that friendly, because it's, taxes here in California and New York is crazy. But, anything that they can do to help the crypto industry is going to help us in general, right? So that's the last piece of news that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. I know there's a lot more stuff that I want to share with you, but I mean, I won't be able to keep this video short if I go through all of the news. Just go to CoinDesk and read up on all the different things that have been going on. There was one particular one that I wanted to that I was going to share with you guys, but read up on it when you have a chance. The federal president, the Fed president in St. Louis, says currency competition is nothing new. He's a little bit on the fence on cryptocurrencies, basically saying that cryptocurrencies may or may not be a good thing. So he's not really clear on his position, but I think it's a good article for you guys to read. All right. So the last thing I wanted to share with you guys, I know I said I had a surprise, but I'm working on this course, which will basically put everything that I've learned throughout this time that I got into cryptocurrencies, towards the end of 2017, what I've studied, all the books, all the blogs, all the videos, all the research, trial and error that I've done, starting from like, what is money, what is currency, all that stuff, and how we got to where we are. I'm going to review what Bitcoin was made, what Ethereum was for, and give you some of the top currencies, sort of review them, tell you how to get the best wallets, how to protect yourself, also how to do day trading, ICO investing, mining, cloud mining, physical mining, and all that stuff. So I'm putting together this course. I just want to give you guys a sneak peek of how it's looking. I'm still quite a ways away of being able to get it done, but I tackle a lot of different things, a lot of the research that I put together of my own notes in this particular course. So I'm looking forward to being able to give this to you guys and share this with you guys. I know a lot of you are experts already, or some of you are not. Some of you are getting started and all that stuff, but everything that I put together that I'm going to be sharing with you guys basically goes through some of the more basic topics of getting in on cryptocurrencies, financial intelligence, and all that stuff, all the way to more advanced topics that I've been doing to be able to, earn some money, earn some income on the side, trading and investing in the crypto space. All right. Well, I look forward to really sharing this with you guys. And I'm very excited to be able to get it done. But I'll keep working on this little by little. I'm still deciding if I should just put this in one complete course or break them down into videos. Let me know your opinion, guys. Share in the comments below, and see how. I want to see what you guys think of what I should be able to do, or if there's questions that you guys want me to answer and put in this presentation, please do let me know as well. All right. Well, again, thank you so much for your time today. If you haven't done so, please do subscribe, comment below. If you have any feedback for me, hit the notification bell to see when I have new videos that I'm posting. And also smash the likes. Please support this channel. I'm doing it as a passion project. I want to be able to deliver for you guys as much of value as I possibly can. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it. So until I see you guys on the next video tomorrow, I wish you and your family a success-filled day. Thank you.